At the beginning of September, an eviction moratorium was issued by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Department of Health and Human Services. This moratorium could prevent tens of millions of Americans suffering hardship due to the coronavirus pandemic from being evicted. In this video, we'll explain what the moratorium does and doesn't protect, who qualifies for the moratorium, and what renters can do to avoid being evicted. First, let's cover the order. The order issues a moratorium on residential evictions for qualifying renters from September 4th, 2020 to December 31st, 2020. In the order, the CDC cites Section 361 of the Public Health Service Act as its authority to make such an order. They argue that evicting people during the coronavirus pandemic would be a danger to public health, as those people would have nowhere to go that wouldn't put someone else at risk of getting COVID-19. Also, the order only covers residential evictions due to non-payment of rent. If a renter breaks their lease in ways other than non-payment, they can still be evicted. Finally, the order just keeps renters from being evicted, not from paying their bills. Landlords can still charge them rent each month, along with any fees, fines, or interest specified in their loan agreements. When the moratorium expires, renters could legally be asked to pay this balance in full or face eviction. So, do I qualify? According to the CDC's order, residents seeking to qualify for eviction protection must meet the following criteria. The renter used their best efforts to get all available government assistance for rent and housing. The renter either expects to earn less than $99,000 in 2020 if filing taxes individually, or $198,000 if filing jointly. Was not required to report any income in 2019 to the IRS, or received a stimulus check under the CARES Act. The renter experienced a loss of wages or hours, or suffered extraordinary out-of-pocket medical expenses that kept them from paying their rent or housing payments. The renter used best efforts to make timely partial payments that are as close to the full payment as the individual's circumstances may permit, taking into account other non-discretionary expenses. If evicted, the renter would likely become homeless, need to move into a homeless shelter, or need to move into a new residence shared by other people who live in close quarters. How do I receive this protection? To claim this protection, renters must send a signed declaration form to their landlords indicating that they meet the above criteria. A printable copy of the declaration is available in the order, which can be found in the video description below. It's also important to note that state eviction guidelines may supersede CDC guidelines. Some states that have eviction moratoriums already in place may take precedence. Individuals should always research their state's rules before proceeding based on the information from the CDC. Is there anything else that I can do? Yes. In fact, we've compiled a list of several tips renters can try to work with their landlords to avoid eviction. Just click the link in the description below this video for more info. We're eForms, the biggest database of legal documents. For more announcement on new laws and business trends, make sure to hit that subscribe button below.